What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are doing something absolutely insane. We're going on a whirlwind tour of the entire planet, counting down the top 10 most incredible UNESCO World Heritage Sites you absolutely have to see before you die. Ancient cities, natural wonders that will blow your mind, places so beautiful they literally look like they're from another planet. This isn't just a list. This is your future bucket list. I guarantee you're going to be booking a flight by the end of this video. Over the next 6 minutes, right here on YouTube in glorious 16:9, we're counting down from number 10 to number 1. It's legendary, mysterious, it feels unreal. Get ready to have your mind blown. Grab a snack, get comfortable, prepare to have your travel goals completely rewritten. Kicking off our list at number 10, we are flying high into the Andes Mountains, to Machu Picchu in Peru. This place is literally an ancient Incan city built on a mountain ridge, 2,430 meters above sea level. Imagine waking up and seeing these breathtaking ruins emerge from the clouds. It's an experience that feels completely surreal, like you've stepped back in time 500 years. The sheer scale of the stone structures, perfectly carved and placed without modern tools, is just mind-boggling. The stones used to build Machu Picchu were so precisely cut that not even a knife blade can fit between them. And they did it all without using mortar. For number 9, we're diving deep underwater off the coast of Australia to the Great Barrier Reef. This isn't just a reef, it's the world's largest living structure. So massive it can be seen from outer space. It's an underwater metropolis teeming with an insane amount of marine life. Imagine snorkeling or diving through crystal-clear turquoise waters, surrounded by thousands of colorful fish, majestic sea turtles, and graceful rays. It's like jumping into the movie Finding Nemo, but it's real. The vibrant colors of the coral and the sheer diversity of species make it one of the most visually stunning places on Earth. A true paradise for any ocean lover. Here's the surprising fact that will blow your mind. The Great Barrier Reef is composed of over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands, stretching for over 2,300 kilometers. That's roughly the distance from New York City to Houston. Because this natural wonder is so precious and fragile, it's crucial that we help protect it. When you visit, always choose responsible tour operators who are committed to conservation, and never, ever touch the coral. By being mindful visitors, we can ensure this underwater kingdom continues to thrive for generations to come. Coming in at number 8, we journey to Agra, India, to witness the iconic Taj Mahal. This isn't just a building, it's a poem written in marble. One of the most beautiful structures ever created by humankind. The perfectly symmetrical white marble mausoleum, flanked by 4 towering minarets, is an architectural masterpiece that took over 20,000 artisans 2 decades to complete. It was commissioned in the 17th century by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan as a tomb for his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. The intricate details, inlaid precious stones and delicate carvings, are absolutely breathtaking up close. But here's something you might not know. The Taj Mahal appears to change color throughout the day. It glows with a soft, pinkish hue at sunrise. It shines a brilliant white in the midday sun. And it looks like it's bathed in gold under the moonlight. This magical effect comes from the translucent marble reflecting changing light. For the best experience and the most incredible photos, my tip is to visit at sunrise. The crowds are smaller, the air is cooler. Watching the monument slowly reveal its beauty as the sun comes up is a moment you will never, ever forget. Chapter 4. At number 7, we're exploring the ancient jungles of Cambodia to find the colossal temple of Angkor Wat. This place is absolutely massive. In fact, it's the largest religious monument in the entire world, covering an area of over 400 acres. Originally built as a Hindu temple dedicated to Vishnu, it gradually transformed into a Buddhist temple over the centuries. walking through its vast stone corridors, past giant serene faces carved into the walls and intricate reliefs depicting ancient myths, feels like you're the star of your own adventure movie. The surprising symbolic secret of Angkor Wat is that its design is a miniature replica of the universe. The central towers represent Mount Meru, the mythical home of the gods, and the massive moat surrounding the temple symbolizes the cosmic ocean. It's a physical map of the heavens right here on Earth. My pro tip for visiting is to get the multi-day Angkor Pass. There are dozens of other incredible temples like Bayon and Taprom in the archaeological park, and you'll want at least 3 days to even begin to scratch the surface of this ancient city. Don't miss the iconic sunrise view over the main temple. It's worth the early wake-up call. Chapter 5. For our number 6 spot, we travel to the outskirts of Cairo, Egypt, to stand in the shadow of giants, the Pyramids of Giza. These are, without a doubt, some of the most famous and mysterious structures on the planet. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the oldest and largest of the 3, and it's the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world that is still standing today. For nearly 4,000 years, it was the tallest man-made structure in the world. Standing next to these colossal tombs, built for the pharaohs, makes you feel incredibly small and fills you with a sense of awe for the ancient Egyptians who engineered them with such incredible precision. The most mind-boggling thing is that even today, with all our modern technology, historians and engineers still aren't 100% sure how the pyramids were built. Theories range from massive ramps to sophisticated systems of levers and pulleys, but the exact methods used to lift and place millions of multi-ton stone blocks remain one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles. A quick tip for visiting: the Giza Plateau has multiple entrances. To avoid the biggest crowds and get some amazing panoramic photos of all 3 pyramids, try using the less crowded Sphinx entrance or the desert side entrance. It will completely change your experience. Chapter 6. Cracking our top 5, at number 5, we're setting sail to a place that changed our understanding of life itself: the Galapagos Islands in Ecuador. This isolated volcanic archipelago is a living museum and a showcase of evolution in action. It's where Charles Darwin developed his theory of natural selection. What makes this place so unique is the incredible number of endemic species, animals you can't find anywhere else on Earth. You can swim with sea lions, walk among giant tortoises that look like living boulders, and watch the famous blue-footed boobies do their quirky mating dance. The animals here have no natural fear of humans, allowing for unbelievably close and personal wildlife encounters. Here's a crazy fact about their behavior. The marine iguanas in the Galapagos are the only lizards in the world that have learned to swim and dive in the ocean to forage for algae. They can hold their breath for up to 30 minutes. If you want to experience this natural paradise, remember that travel is highly regulated to protect the fragile ecosystem. You'll need to book a trip with a certified eco-tour operator, and a national park permit is required. It's a trip that requires planning, but seeing this untouched world is a once-in-a-lifetime privilege that will change the way you see nature. Chapter 7. At number 4, we're journeying to the deserts of Jordan to discover the lost city of Petra. This ancient city, carved directly into the sheer rock faces by the Nabateans over 2,000 years ago, is one of the most spectacular archaeological sites you will ever see. The experience begins with a walk through the Sikh, a narrow, winding gorge with towering cliffs on either side that builds incredible suspense. After nearly a mile, the canyon opens up to reveal your first glimpse of the treasury, an elaborate, massive facade carved into the rock. That moment is pure movie magic. It's just the beginning of a city filled with tombs, temples, colonnaded streets. The most surprising thing about Petra is its famous nickname, the Rose Red City. The sandstone cliffs aren't just one color, they contain incredible swirls of red, pink, yellow, orange, which change in intensity, depending on the time of day and the angle of the sun. It looks like a painting. Chapter 8. Claiming the number 3 spot on our list, we're heading to Athens, Greece, to climb the Acropolis, perched high above the modern city, democracy, philosophy, the golden age of Athens. Its most famous building is, of course, the Parthenon, a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena. Even in its ruined state, the perfection of its proportions and the elegance of its design are awe-inspiring. Standing there, you're literally walking in the footsteps of Socrates, Plato, Pericles. It's more than just a collection of old buildings. It's the cradle of Western civilization, and you can feel the weight of its history with every step. A fascinating fact you might not know is the incredible story of its restoration. The Parthenon was severely damaged by an explosion in 1687, and for centuries, its pieces were scattered. Modern restoration experts are currently undertaking a massive high-tech puzzle using advanced computer modeling and titanium supports to painstakingly piece the ancient temple back together, stone by stone. My visitor tip is to buy your tickets online in advance to skip the notoriously long lines. Also, try to visit either first thing in the morning or late in the afternoon to avoid the intense midday heat and the huge tour groups that swarm the site. Chapter 9. Our runner-up, at an incredible number 2, is the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. This isn't just a park, it's an entire ecosystem. A vast, endless plain that hosts one of the most spectacular wildlife events on the planet, the Great Migration. Imagine witnessing over 1 million wildebeest, hundreds of thousands of zebras, gazelles thundering across the plains in a relentless search for fresh grass and water. It's the largest overland migration in the world, a dramatic and primal struggle for survival that has been going on for millennia. A safari here is like stepping into a real-life National Geographic documentary. Lions, elephants, giraffes, and cheetahs. The sheer scale of this event is the most surprising fact. The migration isn't a single event, but a continuous, year-long circular journey covering over 1,000 kilometers. The animals are constantly on the move, so the timing of your visit is everything. My best tip is to plan your trip based on the season. If you want to see the dramatic river crossings, be in the northern Serengeti between July and October. For calving season, head to the southern plains between January and March. It's nature at its most raw and powerful. Chapter 10. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The number 1 most incredible UNESCO site that you have to add to your bucket list is Yellowstone National Park in the USA. This place is on another level. It was the world's first national park, and it sits on top of a massive, active supervolcano. This creates a landscape that feels alien and alive, with more geysers and hot springs than anywhere else on Earth. You have the legendary Old Faithful erupting on schedule, the vibrant rainbow-colored Grand Prismatic Spring, and bubbling mud pots that look like a witch's cauldron. It's a land of fire and ice, steaming geothermal features, pristine forests, and alpine rivers. But here's the mind-blowing, slightly terrifying fact. The entire park is essentially the caldera of a supervolcano that has the potential for an eruption of catastrophic proportions. The magma chamber beneath the surface is what powers all of Yellowstone's incredible geothermal activity. It's literally a sleeping giant. When you visit, my most important piece of advice is safety first. Always stay on the designated boardwalks in geothermal areas. The ground is fragile and the water is boiling hot. Also, give wildlife plenty of space. Bison are wild animals. Bears are wild animals. Elk are wild animals. And getting too close is dangerous for both you and them. Respect the park's rules, and you will have the adventure of a lifetime in this truly wild and unbelievable place. And that is a wrap. 10 of the most insane, most beautiful, most mind-blowing places on the entire planet. From the super volcano of Yellowstone to the lost city of Machu Picchu, I honestly want to go to every single one of these right now. I told you number 1 would be a surprise. Who knew the world's first national park was sitting on something so powerful? It's crazy. Every single place on this list is a treasure, and seeing them in person is 1,000 times better than watching them on a screen. If this video doesn't make you want to pack your bags and explore the world, I don't know what will. So, here's the challenge. I want to know which of these 10 UNESCO sites just shot to the top of your bucket list. Was it the underwater world of the Great Barrier Reef? The ancient mystery of the pyramids? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you've already been to one of these places, tell us your number 1 tip for visiting. Let's create the ultimate travel guide right here in the comments section. Your dream trip could start right now just by typing it out. If you enjoyed this epic countdown, do me a huge favor and destroy that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next crazy adventure. We're always planning something bigger and better, and you're not going to want to miss what's coming next. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Now go out there and start planning your next adventure. See you in the next video.